Ricky Martin comments on allegation he had sexual relationship with Nephew. Ricky Martin's lawyer has made a statement about the allegations that the pop superstar had a sexual relationship with his 21-year-old nephew, saying, quote, "Unfortunately, the person who made the claim is struggling with deep mental health challenges. Ricky Martin has, of course, never been and would never be involved in any kind of sexual or romantic relationship with his nephew. The idea is not only untrue, it is disgusting," end quote. Ricky's brother, Eric Martin, recently posted a video on social media that backs up the singer's claims, saying that the nephew has a long history of mental and legal issues. Eric claimed that the nephew is estranged from the family and had hurt other family members in the past. There are also claims that the nephew, Dennis Yadil Sanchez, also allegedly threatened to kill a female co-worker in the past, leading her to get a restraining order against him. Sanchez is the son of Ricky Martin's half-sister, Vanessa Martin.
Well, lots of issues here.
Yeah.
First off, without, obviously, we don't know one way or the other, so there's really not a lot of value of the comment of that. Sexual allocations or accusations are important, and they shouldn't be ever shouted down.
Right.
You should believe until proven. But if there's not going to be an investigation, if he's not going to file charges with the police, then it's just picking up a stone and throwing it from my standpoint.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think is really interesting in this story, which I ask you all about, is how does he recover repairing this? Because once this is placed in social media, it becomes a viral conversation, even if there is absolutely no truth at all.
That's
How
so
does he
true.
recover from this?
I think he can do that. And I think he can do it in a really good way to help other people, at least if he calls me, Ricky.
Wait, did you?
If I was 21 years old, I'm just saying.
No, but really, because if his nephew is suffering from mental and emotional issues, and if there have been legal problems, and if he can talk about this issue and also highlight other areas that we need to highlight and break stigmas down and have conversations around, and he can respond to these accusations in a certain way to teach other people, right? So that it doesn't all have to come to this, breaking up of a whole family.
What do you think about the idea, though, to that observation, that he does that? And let's say he threads that needle perfectly. The number of people that will hear him say that will be 1 to the 100 that read, and it sticks with him. Oh, he sexually abused his nephew.
Right.
He can never get back to those people that are seated with that belief.
It was interesting to me on my social media. I'm part Latino. I have a lot of Latino people on my. Nobody wanted to believe it. They were like, there's got to be, like 3 weeks ago when the whispers started. It was like, this is not something about this isn't right. Like people were already kind of defending him. My biggest worry was just the conversation with the religious right calling us groomers, with them trying to pass laws in Florida. This is not the kind of story that we want as a community out there right now at all.
And I think that his supporters will believe him. Those who love him, I don't think would look at him and if they know anything about his history and having a child and everything that's happened from the time he was on General Hospital, he's got a fan base. The ones that are criticizing probably don't like him to begin with.
Or don't know him. And watch Menudo on Netflix. There's a buyout. Did you see that?
Yes.
That was fantastic.
It was.
And coming from that type of a background, I mean, there was a lot of things going on.
They were meat. They were a product, and they were meat.
Right. And there was a lot of abuse happening. Yeah. And so I think there's a lot of, I hope it's, like you said, the victims have to be listened to.
Right.
And I hope that there's some type of an investigation and then some.
But I agree with you. I don't think it's going to cripple his career.
I really
don't.
Well, and my observation has nothing to do with his career. Or Ricky Martin's going to be fine. Everybody, Ricky Martin's going to be fine.
He's not going to be hungry.
Issue, to me, when they issued the statement, I immediately thought about the movie Notting Hill and Julia Roberts' character, about the pictures that will appear when the roommate shows up at the door half naked. You don't understand. These pictures will live forever.
Yeah.
There will never be the opportunity to provide the asterisk explanation. This was a mental issue of somebody that made the accusation that was completely wrong. The vast majority of people will not give that benefit of the doubt. And as a result, the newspaper will live forever. You know, that's the thing I think.
Well, January 6th lives, and some people believe, even seeing the pictures, that it didn't happen.
Right.
It could stay in the headlines. Something was on the other day about that, where forever they were, I watched a biography about a guy who had been a porn star. And even though he went into mainstream work, for a long time, became very successful, was in Carnegie Hall, and all the time in the newspaper, they called him former porn star. So it could end up being something like that, where Ricky Martin could be, you know, formally accused of for a
Martha
long
Stewart
time.
came back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I mean,
you could always
people
call
come
Snoop
back.
Dogg.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we're now, we're
3 hours into the show.
right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.